So, a couple of days ago, my friend, after seeing the AoE2 castle that I've made, challenged me to build a house in the modern style. Now, I've never built in this style before, and usually I wouldn't want to post a failed project on YouTube. But instead, I wanted to flip that thought and use it as a way to talk about stepping out of your comfort zone or just trying out new things. We can think of comfort zone as a state of mind during which one can experience low stress and anxiety. Mostly because we know what to expect from the circumstances we find ourselves in. We feel at ease as we think we have control. Comfort zone basically represents familiarity and safety. It is because of these reasons that it feels natural for us to gravitate towards it. Think of daily routines you might have or used to have, like some of the TV shows you watched as a kid. You were always ready when the new episode was about to air, and if it didn't, you might have thrown a tantrum about it. This ties into the negative side of comfort zone, which is that it is limiting. Like we can say comfort zone provides little space or room for personal growth, exploration, and new experiences. Two examples from my life which involve my social anxiety would be A. In high school, I had conversation classes and we would be split into two groups and debated on various topics. It took me months before I started taking active part in talking with my classmates during these group debates. Had I never begun taking active part, my communication skills would be much worse. But since I did talk, it had a snowball effect over time. Another example was during a marathon race. I was a passerby and others around me were cheering on the runners. I decided I might as well join in. Both of these examples involved tremendous amounts of fear. I'm talking legs shaking, voice quivering, trouble breathing, anxiety symptoms. The prospect of trying something new or unfamiliar can be daunting after all. When it comes to the Minecraft house, of course, just like I mentioned at the start, sharing, quote, failed project on the internet does feel weird. But even that can be fear or excuse to not do something. I mean, the reality that social media try to portray is an ideal one, usually. So it is natural to feel the need to replicate that and to not try to stick out like a sore thumb. However, when was the last time you remembered someone who wasn't sticking out of the crowd? Going outside of our comfort zone affects creativity, and in my opinion, it thrives in that environment. Of course, as long as you don't venture out too far, because at that point, it just becomes too stressful. You're going to lack skill and the expertise. So just try to find something that is challenging enough, where you're not bored, but not too difficult, where it is anxiety level stressful. Also, think of famous artists that did reinvent themselves or worked on themselves by continuously going out of their comfort, like Pablo Picasso's Cubism and Surrealism periods that happened after he won an award for realism-styled painting, or famous Renaissance polymath Leonardo da Vinci, who excelled in various fields like art, science, engineering, and anatomy. It needs to be said that comfort zone isn't inherently negative. As stated, it provides a sense of peace and stability. Our goal should really be to find balance between the two states, to find balance between comfort and growth. But remember that once you step out of that comfort, it can lead to personal development and new experiences. What about you? Do you have any experience when you walked out of the comfort of your shell and changed something? And if you do, you can try out something new and share it in the comments. So thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.